Hello, and welcome to Bla Bla Black Sheep, a weekly yarny podcast where I, Sarah Korth of SEK Handmade, answer your yarny questions and just blabber on about all sorts of yarny sorts of things and things that I think. Some weeks, sometimes just my thoughts on life, and I'm so excited. I have lots to share with you today, so we're gonna dive right in. Starting off with what I am wearing. You guys, I haven't talked about these much, but I am obsessed with them. This is my Thea earring. It is available on Ravelry. I have not shared about it much because I did it for a local class. Ever since I made my Thea bag, which used to hang right here, I was about to point to it, but it's not there anymore. Ever since I did my Thea bag and did the flower square, I was like, that needs to be an earring, right? So I did it. I made the pattern for a local class. That's what I needed to get my hiney moving, was to teach a class on it. And I got the pattern all done. It's all tested, but it's not tech edited yet. Short story long, I'm good buddies with my tech editor, and so I wouldn't have it any other way. She's amazing and lovely, and even if we weren't best buds, she's like the best tech editor around. So I would want her to be my tech editor, but also because we're best buds, I know when she's stressed out, and I never want to add to that. So they haven't been tech edited yet. So you can get the pattern on Ravelry, and they work. They've already been tested, and I've taught a class on them. But there might be like commas missing in places and little things like that Michelle's great at catching that I'm not great at catching. So you can purchase the pattern. It's in the link below. Did you care? I don't know. That's just, I'm sure Michelle will watch us and be like, girl, give me that pattern, because she's amazing and I love her. So that's what I'm wearing. That's all I'm going to save this guy to small businesses because it is a small business. What is bringing me joy? Swimming. You guys, not that long ago, my kids were terrible swimmers. Last summer, I bought life vests to go to the pool because I could not trust them in the pool without a flotation device, and they were too big for the water wingy, swimmy, they called puddle jumpers? I think so. Things. And so we had life vests. And this summer, we went to the pool, and I forgot to bring them. That's how proficient a swimmer they are becoming. We had spent hundreds of dollars on swimming lessons, just like regular old swimming lessons at when we lived in Ohio. And when we came here, I was like, you know what? It's time. They can't drown. It's a bad thing. Brian and I both love the water, and we got a great lake close to us. We love to go to swimming pools. Like, they need to be not Olympic athletes, but like proficient. And so I said we got to invest in a swim academy, and they're like all over the place. We go to Wisconsin Swim Academy because we're in Wisconsin, but cannot more highly recommend a swim academy. And if you're local to me, cannot more highly recommend the Wisconsin Swim Academy. We've been taking lessons continuously for a year, and I feel real good about their confidence in swimming. It's grown so much. It just makes me so happy. They love the water so much. They're not fearful of it anymore. It's amazing. So we went swimming yesterday. I don't record on Wednesdays because I have to do all the adding of the things. So yesterday was Sunday, Father's Day. We went swimming yesterday. It was lovely. We all had a good time. Nobody had to stress. They went down the water slides and all the things. So it was wonderful. The other thing that was awesome about swimming was to see, I love to people watch, but it was so awesome to see all the ladies there in all the swimsuits. There was every kind of swimsuit, from full head to toe cover up modesty swimsuits to, two pieces, and ladies of every size and shape wearing all of them. It just makes me happy to see that we ladies have choices. I remember when I first started taking my boys as little toddler people to pools, I had the hardest time finding a swimming suit. Nothing was ever made to hold my girls in, and so I was always worried about inappropriately flashing people and carrying a toddler on my hip who might, you know, submerge himself or melt in a tantrum at any minute. And so it was just really lovely to see all sorts of ladies there in whatever made them comfortable. I now go to the pool in board shorts and a rash guard with a sports bra underneath. And I do that for two reasons. One, I'm comfortable in it. And two, I cannot tell you how much the middle of my back has been sunburned from when, you know, I was sunscreening myself because it was just me taking the kids to the pool, and I can't reach that one little area, and then I'd get sunburned there. So no worries about that anymore. It's lovely. I also wear a big hat because I am quite fair and burn very easily. So, pool, swimming, my kids becoming proficient, people wearing what they're comfortable with to the pool, all of that is bringing me so much joy. Let's talk small businesses. Okay, I have my cheeky ceramics mug here. You know, I love it. This one says I need a huge amount of yarn, and these are custom made for my yarn shop. So look, it's got my yarn shop's logo on the back. Casting on is my local yarn shop, which I love. Brian got this for me. He picked it out for me. I'm glad that he supports that I need a huge amount of yarn. It's gorgeous on the inside too, so I have a picture that I'll hunt down and put somewhere to show you what it looks like on the inside. It's amazing. That's Cheeky Ceramics. Go follow them on Facebook. Rin does amazing work, and it's not all just yarn stuff. Last night I was much later than I should have been scrolling through Facebook, and their mugs and ceramics and stuff kept coming up because I like them a lot. They have this platter right now that I don't know what I would use it for, but it's got poppies on it. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I want it, even though I don't know what I would do with it. Beside the point. Anyways, okay. They had a bee mug that I was like, I need that in my life. And then I looked carefully and it said sold. So it wasn't meant to be, but follow them, buy their ceramics. It's amazing. Okay. So my other small business is my shirt. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that, like, I don't know, it was a while back, maybe like a month ago. A coffee shop that I went to had this saying on like a sandwich board, and I was like, that is hilarious. I need it on a shirt. And so I was kind of just like, I need it on a shirt for a while. And then I was like, you know what? You can find everything. So I went to the Etsy and I put it in the search bar, and lo and behold, yes, someone has put it on a shirt. So coffee, because sarcasm needs to stay hydrated. And that is this is from a shop on Etsy called Daddy Mommy Me. I assume that some of their shirts come so like your whole family can match. I just got this for me. But I will link in the show notes so that you can just go find their lovely shirts and pick out something for yourself. And maybe mommy, daddy, and me. Or just yourself. You know, no judgment. So that's what I'm wearing. I am flying through today because I have something special at the end that I really want to share with you. Also, my children have already melted down today. It is not late in the day. So, you know, they may only have so much unsupervised patience. So, let's do questions. All right? I want to put in a little plug, though, before we do questions. Please ask some questions. I'd love to know what you have questions about. In the show notes right below, or if you follow me on Instagram, It's on in the link in my bio. There's just like ask a question. I send it out like every week in my email. Ask a question. You just click on that. It takes you to a Google form that says, what's your question? Essentially. And you just type in your question, and then I can pull it up on this spreadsheet, and it helps me stay organized. I keep track of which questions I have answered and which ones I haven't. If you're like, yeah, but Sarah, I asked a question a while ago and you haven't answered it yet, it's still on the list. So it doesn't mean I'm not going to answer it. It just means I haven't gotten there quite yet, but I will. So I have a feeling that maybe one of today's question askers is going to be like, jeez, finally. So let's get to questions. Please ask a question. I'd love to know what you'd love to know. Question number 1. I have a lot of stuff sat around, and so I'm like, it seems so far away today. Okay, question number 1. I have a couple trips planned for this summer and would like to take a project or 2 with me. Do you have any tips for taking projects when you travel? Yes, I do. Okay, I chose this one because I'm going to be traveling very soon, and so it's been top of mind to me. I am actually... Okay, so the first thing I think you need to think about is, how are you traveling? So if you are traveling, how and where, I guess. If you are traveling in your car versus on an airplane, these are very different things. So then each of them impact what you might want to bring. The other thing is, where are you going? If you are flying on an airplane domestically, that's one thing. If you are flying on an airplane internationally, that's a whole nother ball game. If you are traveling to your parents' house maybe to stay, and your mom is also a crafter, like my situation, you may not need to bring scissors and a tapestry needle and some of that kind of stuff, because where you are going will have that. If you're going to a beach or camping, you may want to bring a project where yarn is easily washable, because it may get dirty. So where and how you're going make a difference. If you are traveling in your car and you're not tight on space, I always bring a couple projects, because you know me, I don't like to be hemmed into just working on one thing. And part of the great thing about, I guess I don't know if this is vacation travel, but to me, one of the great things about vacation travel is I want to feel relaxed. And if I don't like, or I'm not vibing with the project I took with me, I'm not going to feel relaxed. I'm going to feel annoyed. So I usually take a couple projects. I mean, let's be honest. I usually take more than I could ever knit or crochet in a month for like a 5-day trip. But I'm trying to be better about that. If you are limited on space, then rein yourself in. Be really thoughtful and take, maybe one slightly larger project and one smaller project, or take a couple small projects like, socks or a hat or a headband or something like that. Some earrings. Earrings are a great thing to take along. If you're traveling with earrings, I'm looking, I don't have any out. You know that crochet thread often comes on those spools that they aren't squishy at all. So what I do is go to the craft store, get those little, I don't know what they're called, the things that you would wrap embroidery thread around. Like, I first learned about them when I used to cross stitch when I was younger. And wrap some yards of your crochet thread around that, and then you can take like a whole bunch of colors in the amount and size of one of those, big spools of crochet thread. So that's a tip for traveling with crochet thread. But think about what will be relaxing, what will bring you joy, what will keep your interest. And if that's one big project, one big project. If that's several small projects, then several small projects. If you are traveling by plane, which is what I'm going to do, the Crochet Miss Crew ladies and I, some of the Crochet Miss Crew ladies and I are getting together. Well, when you're seeing this, I'll be leaving the next day. We're getting together for an extra long weekend. It's our second annual Crochet Miss Crew retreat, and I have decided I'm not packed yet, so I'm gonna say it here, and then maybe I have to stick to it. I'm flying on an airplane, which I've not done for a long time, and I've decided I'm taking one project. So, okay, WIP Wrap Up has been going on, and it has been motivating me to wrap up those WIPs. Wrap up those WIPs. And so I've been like moving and shaking with some projects. It's very exciting. Let me show you real quick. So I finished up this guy, which goes with my Whalen hat. It's a Whalen cowl. My idea is that I'll publish this in the fall. Guys, it's so squishy and it's going to be so cozy. It's so hot here right now. I don't want it on now, but I love this and it matches my hat. And you can see I haven't woven in my end, so it's not officially done yet, but I'm excited that that's like, 97% done. Very excited about that. But then I started this guy. So this is a collaboration with Blue Sky Yarn. And so I have, this is their Woolstock Light, and I have it in 5 colors. So I have the blue and the green, and then I have this lovely like kind of oatmeal-y color. And then this is surprising for me, but this really pretty soft pink. And the only reason I love the pretty soft pink is because it's going to go next to this really deep maroon. And so I'm going to make one sample out of those 5 colors. But then I've decided it would be fun to have it all in one color. And so I have this yarn from Fatima of Aquarius Make. And I think those are 50-gram skeins. And so I have, oh my gosh, 250 grams, right? If I have 5 colors, 150, yeah, 250 grams. Oh my gosh. I can math. So I'm thinking this would be then 300 grams, right? These are 100-gram skeins. Yes. Oh, good. So I think 3 should be plenty to make a 1-color shawl. So I'm going to cake these up and take this gorgeous yarn from Fatima on my trip with me and make the same shawl, but all in 1 color, which I think will be fun and gorgeous. And I can't wait to use that yarn because it's amazing. And then the other thing I'm bringing is a book. So instead of bringing multiple projects, I'm going to bring 1 project. I'm going to bring a book. If you watched last week's episode 16, I don't even think I said what episode this was. It's episode 17. If you watched episode 16, you know I talked about books to get your Crojo back. They're also great for travel. I'm taking this one. I've been gently hinting at my new like pre-obsession with Spindle spinning. And so Brian got me a book. I think he got me that for Mother's Day. And so I'm going to try to learn a few things before I just dive into trying it. So I'm going to take a book with me. But since I'm flying and since I'm not checking any bags, I need to be careful about my tools I take. Now, I live in the United States, and if you look at TSA's website, which you need to, and I probably need to refresh just to double check, but the last time I flew, which was a long time ago, crochet hooks were okay. I was going to take a knitting project, but I feel like knitting needles are maybe a little more likely to be taken away, though officially both are okay to take within the United States. You should not get those taken away. I'm just going to take a crochet project. Like I said, I could take 7 or 8 things, but I really just need to like chillax. I would rather have more room in my suitcase to bring yarn home than take a bunch of yarn with me that I know I'm just going to bring back home anyways. So you know me, I love to buy yarn when I'm on a trip. So that's my plan for that. But then I want to show you, I think they say that scissors are okay. I would say just take some non-threatening scissors. So don't take your sharpest little pair of scissors you have. And I mean, let's be real honest. Your toddler scissors could cut your yarn, and so it might be safer just to take those. And then if they get taken away, boohoo, no big deal. They're not your like super cute, maybe can't get them again, little shears or whatever, or your very expensive little shears. So no matter how you're traveling, I was going to show you my travel scissors. So Fisker has these little scissors that open up, and these are great for traveling when space is limited. I'm not going to take these though, because I'm not even going to risk scissors on the plane. What I'm going to take instead is this guy, because I've never had an issue with it in the past. This is a little tool from Clover, and can you see, I'm going to scoot even closer. Can you see the little like slots there? Oh, there, that's even better. Inside is a little blade, and so you just slip your yarn in those slots and the blade cuts your yarn. So it's not great for like weaving in ends, because if you're trying to get like close to your fabric, you kind of have to tug sometimes. But if you just need to like cut yarn to like, now that I'm thinking about it, to be honest, I don't know why I would need to cut yarn. I suppose if there's maybe a knot or something in one of my skeins, because I'm not going to be changing colors and stuff, but I'll probably take this anyways. But I've never had an issue with this getting taken away. This is a Clover tool, and I'll link both to the Fisker scissors and the Clover tool down below. I've had them forever, so I hope they still exist. I'm pretty sure that they do, but those are each great for travel. My other recommendation is to organize yourself so that when you get where you're going, you know what you have, and that you have everything. So when I travel by car, I often take this because I often overpack. This, I mean, okay, guys, I'm going to brag a little bit. My mom made this for me. How cute is this? They're sheep knitting, and then she like custom did this. This is a zipper pocket that I can see through, so I can see what I have, and then there are a bunch of pockets for hooks and needles there. How great is my mom? She's amazing. That's how great. So when I travel in the car, I take something like this. But you know, oh, now I'm wondering if I have one close by. You know that my preferred method when I don't have a lot of space is taking a tin, which I'll show you in a little bit. I know I have one in my surprise that's coming. But I just I have a little tin. The cute ones from Twice Sheared Sheep. I think the one I'm thinking about is in my sunroom, which is a ways away, so I'm not going to go get that now. But and then I just take, you know, my little scissors thing will fit in there. I'll put some stitch markers in there. I'm debating taking a tapestry needle. We'll see. But I want to point out, if you are traveling internationally, you need to read the rules of okay. I'm going to back up a little bit. You cannot, my friends, you cannot argue with the TSA agent. Friend. Oh my. Don't argue with them. They have a hard life. Can you imagine dealing with grumpy travelers all day, every day? God bless them. They are just trying to keep us safe. So you may come across a TSA agent who is like, what the heck is this death tool? And you're like, it's a crochet hook. or a pair of scissors or whatever, and they may want to take those. First of all, be calm. Don't be condescending. Try to educate them, but they may put their foot down and they may take your stuff. So I would not take tools that you're going to cry over if they get taken. So that may be part of the calculation of what you take, because you may need to start a new project if you're normally working with your like gorgeous, amazing wooden hook and you want to take a metal hook that if it gets taken, it's not going to be the end of the world. Like you're going to spend $80 replacing it. So that's something to think about. If you are traveling internationally, you need to look at everybody's rules. Some countries are more strict with what they allow and what they do not allow. And you need to know their rules, because again, you can't fight with them. If you're me, you probably don't even speak the language, so you wouldn't even do a good job fighting with them. But stuff may get taken, and so you need to be thoughtful about that, and you need to educate yourself so that you know what's okay and what's not okay, so that you can minimize the risk of things being taken. I'm not saying it's like 100% gone, but we can minimize it, right? Okay, that's my travel tips. If you have travel tips, I'd love to hear them. If you fly all the time and you have some like, I take this, but I don't take that, or I've had this taken away, but not that taken away. Oh, I've been watching, okay, no, I'm not going to tell the story. I'm just going to keep it short. I've been watching this podcast, and the podcaster has been traveling quite a bit. It's a YouTube podcast. I'll tell you about it later, another time later. What she does is she's a knitter, and so what she does is she takes projects with interchangeable needles on them. She takes the interchangeable needles off, puts stoppers on her project. That way, even if her needle tips get taken away, her project is still safe. Like it's not going to come unraveled because the needles got taken away. But then the second kind of tricky thing she does, which isn't, I guess you can make your own judgment on how deceptive it is. But what she does is she then takes her needle tips and she puts them in the pocket of her purse or bag where she keeps her pens. So she has a few pens and then she sticks her needle tips in there too. And I think the thought is that they're less noticeable when they're with things of the same shape. And so I think she's hoping it goes through the x-ray machine, because you don't have to take these tools out. But it goes through the x-ray machine and the person looking at it goes, oh, a whole bunch of pens, and doesn't think sharp death tools. and then it's not a problem. So, again, person looking at the bag may say, oh, crochet hook, because they know what it is. Or they may say death tool because they don't know what it is. You never know. So be careful. Be smart, I guess. It's not like people are attacking us. We need to be careful. Just be smart. All right. So, question number 2. And I'm going to crowdsource this one a little bit. I hope you guys have some suggestions for this, because I don't have great suggestions. But I'm thrilled by this question. I want to see this. So, anyways, I'll read you the question. Question number 2. I have some beautiful variegated orange, blue, and violet DK weight merino that I've been wondering what to do with. That sounds amazing. I would love to see a picture. Do you have any fun summer ideas for me? Even if they aren't summer ideas, I would love to hear about some of your favorite DK projects. Okay. If you have a favorite DK project, summer or not, drop it in the comments. Link to it, please, if you can. Like if it's a pattern on Ravelry, just drop the Ravelry link in there so we can go find it easily. Because I have realized that I have like a hole in my yarn stash. That makes me want to sing, there's a hole in my yarn stash, dear Liza. I tend to either go fingering if I'm going lightweight, or I tend to go worsted if I'm going heavier. and maybe that's an American thing. I feel like a lot of crocheters, especially in America, worsted is like it's a real solid place to be. But I don't own or use a lot of DK, and I don't own or use a lot of sport weight yarn. But I should, right? I was shocked when I released my Lavana shawl. Okay, I had a really strong idea of color palette for my Lavana shawl, and so when I went shopping for my yarn at my local yarn shop, I saw this tealy greeny, which you know is just like, it's my color, and I was like, ooh, I love it. And it was sport weight, and I said, do you have this in fingering? And Sarah said no. So I was like, okay, then the shawl shall be sport weight. And I think that's the only sport weight. I bought every other skein of this color that she has in sport weight. But I have not designed a lot in sport weight, and I don't own a lot of sport weight. But when I put out the sport weight shawl, I asked people, like I did just an Instagram like poll, that's the word I'm looking for, that I just said, do you prefer fingering or sport weight? And I was surprised at how many people said sport. So I really should do more with that. But on that same token, I think I have one DK weight pattern, and it's my Bla Beach bag. That I don't know if I would make it out of that yarn, because I think you need something really wearable and gorgeous out of that. That's just my 2 cents, not having seen the yarn. So what I did, and what maybe you could do, because I think we forget about these things sometimes, is I went into 2 places and I searched DK. I went into 3 places. I went into my Ravelry library, so patterns I have already purchased. I went into my Ravelry queue, which is another place that you can be saving patterns that you see but you're not quite ready to purchase yet. And I went into my Ravelry favorites, and in all 3 of those places I searched DK. And you know what? I do not have a lot. But I'm going to share with you some of the things that when I searched popped up and I was like, ooh. Okay. So the first one, I don't know that your yarn is right for, but it might be. It is the Confetti Pullover by Sandra Gutierrez of Nomad Stitches. It's this really great fade sweater. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So someday, that's on my someday list. And I think the reason I'm saying I'm not sure it's great for your yarn is I think that it becomes a DK yarn because you hold 2 fingering weights together, I think. So that one might not be perfect, but this next one might fill the bill. You know what I mean. And it's the Modern Mary Pullover by K Crochets. And I will link to these, so you don't need to be like scribbling down. It's like a short sleeved open top with, it's an open texture. It's a lightweight summer sweater, so that could be perfect. So look that one up. Another sweater that I have is, oh gosh, you guys. Okay, I put this one in just because you got to go see it. It's the Eclectic sweater by Cassie Ward, and it is like a rainbow texture goodness. And so someday I really want to make that. It's gorgeousness. So, and apparently she used DK weight for that. And then if you are a knitter, I meant to grab the yarn for this. Oh, bugs. Okay, I'll put a picture. Put it in frame. Take a picture of it. So this is a sweater that from the moment I saw it, I was like, I need it, and I need it in that yarn. And it is the Side by Side sweater by Suzanne Summer. And it's a knit sweater, so if you're just a crocheter, that might not work. But it's gorgeousness and amazingness, and she used like a rainbow tweed, and I was instantly in love, and I was like, I need that, and I need it in exactly that. And I just, by fate, I'm not going to tell the whole story because it's long, but someone was destashing a whole bunch of yarn, and so she and I were video chatting about like what was I going to buy, and she was showing me all this yarn, and she was like, okay, I don't know if you will like this, but I kind of have a feeling you will. Like, we've been chatting for a while now. I'm kind of like getting your vibe. And she pulls out this DK weight rainbow tweed. And it's not the same rainbow tweed as what the sweater is designed in, but I was like, oh, I need it. And I know exactly what I'm going to make out of it. Oh, so I'm so excited. So, links to all the things, anyways. But please, give your suggestions as well. I would love to know if you have a pattern in DK weight yarn that is, that you've really enjoyed. I do plan on, I have some plans to make some shawls and whatnot in a wider variety of yarn weights. So that is in my plan. So there you go. Question number 2. Okay. Are you ready? I have an unboxing and a giveaway. Okay. So I have been getting the Twice-Sheared Sheep, which you know I'm an affiliate for them, but this was not any sort of special affiliate. This is my address. So I'm covering it up. This is not an affiliate. This is just a customer. I paid full price for this. They did a subscription box, and it is like 3 times. So they did a spring, a summer, and a fall. And then separately, they have their Christmas box, which I also bought too. You guys wait until December. It's going to be out of control, and I'm not even joking. So I got the summer box. You guys, like, pat me on the shoulder. Shoulder? Back? Give me some love for all the self-control this took. I got this last week and have not opened it because I was like, I'm going to open it with you guys. So, this is my summer Twice-Sheared Sheep box, and I have got so much stuff here. I hope I have enough room to show all the things. So one of the things that you can do is they give just the people who have subscribed to the boxes an opportunity to purchase some limited edition stuff from previous boxes or things that they used to sell that they discontinued, but they like found a few of them, and so like you won't be able to get them. So I ordered a couple things for like prizes and stuff, but that's not what the giveaway is. So I'm gonna take a peek, and I don't know, maybe I'll share those, maybe I won't. I can't decide. Weston was like, what is that noise? Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my. Okay, you can tell it's traveled because it's all kind of like shifted. But okay, the other thing that's hard is I got these, and now I'm going to have to decide, do I keep them or do I do giveaways? Ah, I'm the worst. Okay, so I got 2 styles of tin in 2 sizes. Okay, I got this tin. This is one of the extras that I added on. And I got it in the regular size, and I got it in the small size. And I'm going to tell you guys, oh, you know what? I bet if I was, goodness sakes, Weston, if I was traveling and used my little cutters instead of scissors, I bet this would be perfect. Maybe I'll keep one of these for myself, and I will try that out. But this is the tin I was talking about. This one I keep little things in, and I have them just in my project bags. Super handy. And then this is the other one. Isn't this gorgeous? Did you know that Dawn, the owner, paints all of these? It's a little succulent. How gorgeous is that? So, but be looking out for giveaways in the future because you can't buy these anymore. So I had to snap up a couple of them. And then this is my favorite pair of scissors from them because it fits in this tin. And they're the bamboo scissors. You can still get these. I was just like, if you're sending me stuff, I might as well get another pair of these because then I can have two little tins going on. Two little tins going on instead of just one. Okay. So this is the box. Look, it's all nicely wrapped up. It's got that cute little sticker there that says you are loved. It's so pretty. Let's see what's inside. Okay. 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 All right. So first of all, everything you get has one of these cute little things with Dawn and that funny face, which I love. I'm like, I saw that. I opened my first package from them and saw this, and I was like, we will be best friends. Anybody who takes a picture like that and then like puts it in every box they sell, I'm like, yes, absolutely. So, okay. I'm very excited. I don't know what to pull out first. I see several stitch markers, so let's do those first. Okay, first of all, these guys. Look at that. It's a cat in like a little ice cream parfait. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. And then, oh my gosh. If my kids were to knit, actually, or crochet, now that I'm thinking about this, I should keep this away from them because they would totally steal this and like clip it on their backpack. Benton would take this one. It's a cat sitting in a watermelon, eating the watermelon. It's so cute. It's so cute. He loves watermelons, so he'd be all over that. All right, and then, ooh, okay. This is one of my favorite products they have. They are stitch markers with a W and an R, and you can get these on their website in black and white. They are for the wrong side and the right side. Right? Genius. Have you ever been working on a pattern where it's hard to tell the wrong side and the right side? Now you just know. So handy. So handy. Okay, and then this I'm super excited about because look at this. Look at this. They are stitch markers. They're a little funky here, but they're all nicely laid out, so I'm just going to leave it as is. They're stitch markers with letter names on them of your crochet hook. So if you are using the same hook on multiple patterns, multiple projects, you can clip J on your loop and take your J hook and go to a different project and work on that, and then flippy floppy if you need to. And then you've always got, like, you're not going to forget. Like I sometimes do. You're not going to forget what hook you were using. So handy. Okay. Another tin, which never too many tins. And this makes me think that maybe I can let those go for a giveaway sometime. It's a flamingo. Oh, and I should remember I got a hummingbird last time. So I actually have more of these tins than I think I do. Okay, fine. I'll give those other ones away. Maybe. But look at that cute flamingo tin. And it just slides open. And then super handy. Put your stuff in there. Love it. Love it. Okay. I'm going with this one. Look at this, you guys. All the little flowery things. It's like two of my favorite peoples all together here. A skein of yarn from Nikki of Avery Lane Creations. And oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Crushing on summertime. I love it. Why do I sniff yarn? I don't know. It's amazing. So stunning. Love Nikki. Love her yarn. Thrilled to have that in my yarn stash. Okay. The next thing, there's a box in here, and I'm like, do I open the box now? Do I open the box later? I don't know. Ooh! Okay, this is one of their most popular products right now, and it's a sock ruler. So if you've ever made socks, you usually take a sock ruler to measure like how long you need to work before you either do the heel or the toe, so that you can have your socks fit you. And it's a slap bracelet. The 90s kid in me loves a good slap bracelet. So much fun. And so again, this is a product they have on their website, but I don't think you can get it in this fun pink color that matches my yarn. So so cool. All right, their signature product is a row counter that you can use to count your rows. Keep track of what row you're on, obviously. And look at this cute one. It's a summery drink with little slices of, I'm gonna say grapefruit because they're pink in the middle in them. It's like beyond the cutest thing ever. So adorable. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to open the box. I'm going to open the box that's inside my box. A box in a box. It came with a little sheet, but I want to be surprised, so I'm not looking at the sheet that tells me what all the things are. So let's see here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I know what it is, but I can't see it just yet. It's, oh, stop it. It's a cup. It's an insulated cup. And look, oh, I'm going to take it out. It's got the flamingo on it that matches this is all Dawn's artwork. How great is this? It matches the tin. And then the flamingo is saying, mine. So it's got that, and it's got a matching straw. Oh, how fancy. And a straw scrubber do. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So fun. So fun. And then I think the last thing in here at the very bottom is, sorry, sock blockers. I've been considering, have I knit a whole pair of socks? No. Have I been considering buying sock blockers? Yeah, sure have. I'm just double checking to make sure I've shown you everything. Yes. Okay. So these are sock blockers in such a fun, sparkly purple. And so once you knit your socks or crochet your socks, you put them on here, and then they shape them into the little foot shape. How cool is that? Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, does not disappoint. Absolutely love it. Let's talk about a giveaway. So, I have a gift card from Twice Sheared Sheep to give away. And so I'm going to do it on here in honor of my unboxing. Now, as I said, you can get similar products from them, but not the same products. But highly recommend so many of them. And if you win and you have questions about like what I recommend, let me know. I'm happy to advise. So here's what we're doing. Gift card from Twice Sheared Sheep. Now I'm panicking that I don't, I'm panicking that I don't know the amount. So I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to guess because I don't want to lie to you. I was like, I'll look on my phone. I'm recording on my phone. I'm going to look on my phone when I'm done recording, and I'm going to put the amount here. Gift card to Twice Sheared Sheep. What I want you to do is I would love it if you would like this video. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. But what I really need you to do is I need you to comment below with what was your favorite of the things that I opened? And what do you ooh, how about, okay. Clearly I've thought this through. What was your favorite thing that I opened? And what's your favorite, did we do drink last time? I don't think we did. What's your favorite summer drink? I'm gonna say mine right now is a limeade. Not a lemonade, limeade. So, and yeah, yay. This was a long one, but I think it was worth it to see all the cool stuff and to have a giveaway at the end, right? Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been lovely chatting with you. I'm frankly amazed that the children aren't shouting yet. I hope you have a beautiful day, and if you are traveling, that your summer travels go wonderfully and are relaxing. And we'll be back here next week. I'll tell you all about my trip. So thank you so much for joining me. Do something that brings you joy, and happy crafting.